revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jay. This is HappyCattyCrypto. Let's dive straight into it. Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate you all just joining this one. We have done a couple this week already, but it's just so busy and there's so many people waiting to spread as much panic, as much just cause chaos where they can. I think people kind of find it funny sometimes to watch people run around like headless chickens. Now, it's not what we wanted, is it? I mean, you could all probably agree if I put a poll right now in the chat that this is not what any of you actually wanted. And the reason being why is because it's not on all transactions like we agreed, and it's only on deposits and withdrawals. But the way you folks need to look at this right now is it's more than we actually had to start with, okay? It's better than a kick in the teeth, so to say, or, being left without an off-chain burn from Binance. And we need to look at this as getting our foot in the door. You don't, like I said this in my video, you don't if you can't get a manager's role, you're going to have to get a supervisor's role and work your way up to that manager's role. And it kind of, we can look at it this way, because like I'm saying, our foot is in the door. We've got the burn on deposits on withdrawals, but we just need to keep working on it, keep applying pressure. And I mean, Vegas is working his socks off to get what we need from these exchanges, and everybody else is working towards it too, myself being one of those people. And the last thing you folks need to do right now is freak out just because it's not on all transactions. But the good thing about this is KuCoin are doing it, Binance are doing it, Coin have been doing it from the get-go nearly, and you know, it's more than what we originally had. It's better than anything that we have had currently. And a lot of people I've seen like messaging me saying, should I sell my bag? Is it over? Is it finished? And it's like, you need to make these decisions for yourself. But honestly, do you really think selling your bag now would be a good idea, considering that we haven't even had the burn tax implemented yet? And today's the day, as you can see from the title, today's the day when the proposal's going to go up. How do we know this? Because Ed has confirmed it. So let's head over to Twitter. I'll grab a tweet. And as you can see here, Ed, the parameter proposal is ready. It will go out today. Big move. And this is what we've all been waiting for. And a lot of people are going to see it, try create FUD from it. And all this proposal is to set the tax rate, nothing more, nothing less. And because it's a parameter change proposal, it's going to be automatically executed 7.7 days after it passes. And I mean, who's really not going to say yes to this now after everyone's agreed to implement it and everything like that? And a lot of people need to remember, this is off chain. The off-chain's really good, but we have so much volume on-chain anyway that people are forgetting that we've got a whole on-chain burn. And people will sit there and say, you know, well, it's not that much. But I beg to differ, because if you go to the transaction volume on the Terra station, set it for the past 14 days, we've got good transactional volume. Even when it's like kind of like low, we're still getting really good volume. And I mean, someone said to me not too long ago, when I said to them, you know, we were having nearly $1 trillion in volume prior to leading up to the crash. And they said, yeah, that was just, you know, because of the crash. And the joke is we have really good on-chain volume. And it's as simple as that. And this is because validators, perform all of their transactions on-chain mostly. Even if they need to get stuff off-chain, they've still got to perform a load of things on-chain to get it off. So therefore, you're incurring, you know, volume and being taxed on that. And there's so many NFT platforms that support Lunar Classic, and each one of these NFT platforms provide a use case for the coin, because you'll purchase the NFTs that are available on those websites with Lunar Classic. Some of them even accept USTC. I know Talis Art accepts USTC. And all of these projects that I'm talking about are actually linked into our governance system. So they actually, everything they do, like you can't avoid it. With a lot of stuff, you just can't avoid it. So a lot of people are saying, why are my rewards going down? And this is just a simple fact that the staking ratio is going up, meaning that more people are staking their coins. So it's, a lot of people see it as, you know, my rewards are going down, but what you got to remember is the price has been going up. So as your rewards have been going down since you've been staking, the price has been going up. So in theory, it should counteract itself. And as you can see from what's been happening, it kind of is doing what it should be doing. Now, as to this reaction right now, I believe this is a lot of people who are, you know, paper-handed, so to speak. They've had a little freak out and they've seen the announcement. They've then done a little Google, or they've searched the hashtags on Twitter and seen there's loads of people saying, you know, Binance are horrible. They're not even implementing a tax or anything like that. But having it on deposits and withdrawals, like I'm saying, it's better than a kick in the teeth, and our foot's in the door. We can work up to getting it on buy and sell orders. Maybe this is them testing the water to see how much it affects the withdrawals and deposits kind of thing, if people start to avoid depositing coins on there or withdrawing them, so to speak. And if they just send them to another exchange and then go around, like, you have to, like, there's so many people out there that are in this to make money. But the good things to take away from this is the simple fact that our foot is in the door fully and wholly. And I trust Vegas with, well, just, you know how our relationship is. We've been in this since the start together, and you know, if he's talking to Binance, if he's speaking to Do Kwon like I know he is, and he's speaking to KuCoin, I'm pretty sure he's working on it right now to get them to put it on buy and sell orders. Because Vegas come up with this burn tax himself, you know. It wasn't like him and a couple of other people. He came up with it himself. Sorry about the shaking, that was my drink. He came up with it himself, and it's not easy to do what he's doing, and then like keeping on top of everything that's going on around is not easy. And I always update him on quite a lot of stuff to keep him in the know. And there's always a lot of times I'll speak with people in AMAs and I'll ask, you know, have you seen this? And they'll be like, no, I haven't seen that. And it's just because a lot of the time they're all very busy, and what they're doing doesn't entail them to chase the current events like it does for someone like me. So yeah, Vegas himself, I believe he will get it implemented on buy and sell orders, because that's what I just know where his head is. And folks, take this as a big win, okay? Take this as we got a ban tax off chain on 2 extra platforms, CXs that we didn't have before, and it's as simple as that. And you know, all of these people reacting like this just goes to show, you know, there are paper-handed people in the space. There are people that probably are in this to buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. So now with the burn tax actually coming up today, we should see an Agora text, and then it will probably come up on the non-whitelisted. And then I can't remember how we whitelist them. Vegas done it last time. I can't remember how we did it. I'll have to figure out how exactly you whitelist one, but I know it's something to do with you need to have an Agora text and everything linked to it and stuff like that. So remember, folks, this is to set the taxed burn rate. Nothing else, nothing more. The burn tax is there, it's ready, it works, it's all in place. It just needs to be activated by setting the burn tax rate. It's probably cycling already and saying, asking the burn and bank keeper module, how much do I need to burn? And it's going 0 because there's a 0% tax rate on everything. So it's in there. It's inside the repository, so to speak. And if you don't know what a repository is, it's pretty much just like a code base. It's kind of like a filing cabinet full of everything that runs Terra blockchain itself. So loads of different ways to actually query the blockchain in itself. And that's the beauty of decentralization, isn't it? So let's head over quickly to the Lunk Penguins website. I don't know why I don't, you probably can't see that because it doesn't show things that show blip up. There's so many tickers now on here, and someone asked me the other day, you know, how long until the tax is active? You don't have a ticker up, and we said it's the blocks until tax active. We should really put burn tax, but I don't know why we didn't, so I will get that changed for you folks. We do have a charting system and stuff like that, and we're 6 days away from the Ethereum merge, and this is so important for the crypto space in itself, as a lot of you know, because of everything it's cracked up to be, so to speak. But it's, in my opinion, it's landing at the best time it could ever have landed, and I never thought the Ethereum merge would be so relevant to our situation. So a lot of people in the comment section asking about the drops and dumps and stuff. It's just people reacting silly, kind of in a silly way to the news. A lot of YouTubers are going to target, you know, the whole FUDing situation and creating drama and creating a bit of chaos and distress, because it's a way to click you in. It's kind of a way to lure you in. But like I'm saying to everyone, the best way to look at this is we just shook off a load of paper-handed people, and we've got 2 extra off-chain, you know, implementations of the 3568 burn tax. Yeah, it's only on withdrawals and deposits, and that's the same with KuCoin as well. Like, I was in the LunkDAO space and I heard a guy, you know, he was absolutely going in on Binance saying how bad they are, and then saying how good KuCoin are because they've implemented the burn tax. But they've pretty much done the same as each other, which is what makes me think it's kind of them dipping their toe a little bit more further down in the water, or maybe putting a foot down and an ankle into the water and going, oh yeah, it's a bit cold, but you know, we'll put it on withdrawals and deposits for now. So I'm going to be having an afternoon meeting with Vegas probably shortly after this 1 hour live stream, and I'll be pretty much asking him all the ins and outs of what's going on, why they decided to do this, and try get the most direct answer I can for you folks as to why they're doing this. So if you haven't tapped the like button, do tap the like button, folks. It really does help others find this live stream. It helps the algorithm and it helps us reach more people. Moving forward now with the Binance Hot Wallet. And as you all know, the Binance Hot Wallet has made not even a significant move. They just took all of the holdings and moved them to another wallet. Why did they do this? Now, they did this likely because A, they're either doing maintenance to the wallet, which is pretty unlikely. B, they moved them because they're doing maintenance, pretty unlikely. C, they want to avoid the burn tax on withdrawals and deposits. And it's as simple as that. There's no other way to really look at it, in my opinion. And their move today, saying that they're only going to tax deposits and withdrawals, is funny because the move they made from this wallet in itself is whitelisted. So that means it would have been part of the burn tax. So all of those deposits and withdrawals that were happening, that you were seeing, would have been taxed. Whereas now, because there's, you know, only, what is that? What's that? 8.6 billion coins? You know, it's not much. And they just moved it all off to a wallet that isn't on the whitelist. So now, whatever they do with these coins, they're free to do whatever they want because they can avoid the burn tax. But you know, at the end of all of this, it just goes to show they can move and do whatever they want with those coins because they're a CEX and it's not a custodial wallet. But like I'm saying, our foot is in the door and we're getting a burn tax, and it's just more than we had before. And yeah, if it was on buy and sell orders, everything would go so much quicker. But ultimately, we need to always look back at our own blockchain and say, well, hang on a minute, we're a layer one coin in our own right. We are just like Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, we fell and we needed to get back up, but we have coins that are created under us. In my opinion now, it's a privilege for a CEX to list Lunar Classic. And there's one thing I really want. Oh, they've removed it. Look. Wow. I'm a little bit, wow, that's actually, you know, I was going to moan about that, but it just goes to show that they've helped us out there. They've removed the warning from Terra Classic, look, on CoinMarketCap, so there's no longer all that crazy information showing up in red. And as you can see, we are rank 26th. You've got it, that's right, folks, we are rank 26th. And it hadn't been updating correctly. It's really funny as to how and why CoinMarketCap updates when it does, but as you can see, we're in 26th. We've absolutely crushed it. We've come all the way down from, I think, rank 251 within about a week, 2 weeks. So just take that in for a second, because that's actually caught me off guard a little bit, because now CoinMarketCap have updated it. It's kind of, everybody uses CoinMarketCap. You know, 90% of your everyday average Joe user will use CoinMarketCap. I use CoinMarketCap because it's what everybody else uses. So as to when and how they update their information, we just don't know. That's why we created Link Penguins. But to see us in rank 26th right now is beautiful. Just in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about being in rank 26th, where we heading for now. I honestly believe we're looking to come down and pretty much knock Shiba Inu out, because it's about time this coin was just gotten rid of, in my opinion, at least out of the top 20 coins, because it was an experiment, wasn't it? And in my opinion, it's a failed experiment. Everything that they need to do, they've never done. So it kind of sucks, but this is why I'm glad we have the development team that we have for Lunar Classic. We have a community that can. We have developers that listen to us and not so much cater to our every need, but, you know, they hear us. they hear us, they speak to us, we're able to see mostly what they're doing and everything else like that. So it's, yeah. And that person saying about Lunkdale's a joker, take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, and he is. I've been working with Lunkdale since the very beginning. You know, some people have very different humor to other people, so sorry, just taking a sip. Oh, hi DJ Trev, thanks for turning up, buddy. It's nice to see you in the live stream this afternoon. It kind of sucks about SHIB. I know it's kind of like not what people want to hear, and I know probably a lot of people hold a bag of SHIB, but it's been about for so long, and it's kind of like this is the way that they do it. Just got off the phone, oh my god, you know, or oh, you're never going to believe the email we just got. And it's like, we need to see more doing, less talking. And leading up to this burn tax, in my opinion, it could make things swing absolutely, like, not so much a moonshot, but keep just sending us upwards, because today's proved that the community can all of a sudden just go, oh, this is actually really bad, and not look at the broader picture. And that's totally normal. And sometimes, you know, I do this with things, and it's always good to look at things from a neutral perspective and trying to understand why they made this decision that they did and why they do the things that they do, because it's not always exactly what it appears to be. There's always, like, I've been watching this wallet since the very get-go. Dude, why do people do this? Let's put you in timeout, my friend. Yeah, so I really need to get some moderators for my YouTube chat when I do lives. Why do people spam a chat like that? It's, you know, it's not going to get anything but you putting timeout. So anyway, like, what was I saying? Can't remember really what I was saying, because that person was proper flooding. How's my back? Yeah, it's okay. Howdy, Jay. Yeah. Howdy, Trev. Are you at work today? Let me know if you're at work today, Trev. I hope if you are, you're staying safe. We're having some crazy thunderstorms and everything like that. But someone messaged me during the night last night on Telegram, and they said, I've been with you from the beginning. You know, I bought a bag at the very, 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 very beginning. On your third video, they said to me they bought 15 million. And like they were wanting to give me like a load of money and stuff. And I was like, no, honestly, like you don't need to do anything. Like, he was like, how can I support you? And I said, you already do. Like, you're still here from the very beginning with us. You're liking the videos, you're watching, you're engaging, you're part of our community. Like, you do so much already, and people don't need to donate or give me things. Like, I'm just here to help you folks, and it's as simple as that. It really is as simple as that. So I honestly believe this dip's going to get bought out, and we have the Asian markets and stuff like that. Like, we go for a cycle every day. So I think whilst I sleep, the Asian markets sort of come online and things like that. So do you think we will have a large bull run on 12th of September? Would that be because of the burn proposal coming? Because that was when, I think, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think's happening on the 12th. But the burn tax proposal's coming today, folks, okay? Ed stated this. It will be going up today at some point. I would likely think within the next few hours, because from what I was aware, the last time I looked at TFL's talking with TR on GIT Hub, they said really we'll merge it once the proposal's up and the parameter changes in place. So, you know, I don't understand the meaning behind it, but, you know, Ed's really, really thorough with things like this, and he always ensures that pretty much every base is covered, and there's so many isn't fed on the 13th. I don't know. Do you know what? I don't watch the Fed meetings because, you know, it's kind of like they say everything's really bad, and then everyone's like, oh, everything's really bad. And it's like, you know, why does it have to be bad right now? You know, why does it have to be bad? Why do they dictate, you know, this whole symbiotic relationship at the moment with the stock market needs to just, I don't understand why people allow these Fed meetings to freak them out. Yeah, of course, they're putting up percentages, but they've been raising taxes for years. You know, they always find new ways to tax people, and you're always going to be in that position where you've got to pay, you know, more somewhere else, or it's the governments and corporations and stuff. It's what they do, and you know, it's expected in my opinion. So I just stay away from the Fed meetings. I don't tend to look at anything like that, honestly. So yeah, the bank tax should be coming today. That means if it comes today, we're likely going to see it on, when will we see this then? So that would be likely around what, Thursday, depending on the block, maybe nearer to like midnight, depending on the block movement, because you've got the 7.7. So the 0.7 kind of takes you a little bit more forward, doesn't it? But the developer of the website, he'll no doubt get the correct, the second the parameter proposal goes up, he'll get the correct blockchain height from the setting of the proposal itself, and you'll have a dead down to the block, more than likely, look, an idea exactly when it's going to land. And a lot of people saying, am I going to be going live for it? Of course I am. I'll be there to watch it happen live. I'm really interested to see how the price reacts, how the communities react, and really, because think about the people that like FOMO'd into SHIB over the amount of like coins that are being burnt and stuff like that. But really think about the possibilities of the amount of coins that this burn tax could just chomp through. It's as simple as that. And CZ is a proper sneaky little, and I mean, they kind of did it openly, like they're not trying to hide anything. And like the one annoying thing, like I've always said to everybody, is they've never ever addressed the wallet. They've never ever like explained to us what these holdings are, what they're for, what they do, and things like that. But one thing we do know is they're bringing back staking of Luna Classic on their app, and someone in my Telegram group has already put a screenshot up, I'm sure, if they're going into the app and they're able to stake Luna Classic already, I think, like through Binance, what's it called? Yeah, Binance Stakings, Binance Savings. So yeah, but like I'm saying to you folks, don't see this as a bad thing. See it as an absolute win, because we didn't have these burn taxes before. It's as simple as that. And we should always be polite as well. Don't get angry with them, because they've given us something. They've given us something which is better than giving us nothing. It's better than them going to us, well, we're just not going to implement it. Like if they did that, then yeah, fair enough. But this is like it's like a gateway, isn't it? And it opens up the possibilities of getting the burn tax implemented in more places. If they see, you know, they said to us that they wouldn't do this until they saw it happen on chain. So it's possible it could happen on chain for a little bit, and they think, oh, you know, their volume's doing all right still. It's not actually dropping. Maybe it is in our best interest to put this up, and they'd weigh it out. They would, like, for these. The best thing I've ever heard recently is that KuCoin and Binance have been using our website, which is the Lunk Penguins website, for like certain things, which is absolutely insane. And I still need to tell my developer about it, but it just goes to show, doesn't it? You know, they are watching, they are seeing what we're saying. And if people think they're not seeing us talk about this hot wallet, you know, and I think at some point they're going to have to just come out and address exactly what is going on. It's not. It's what's sold before it dumps. Get out. Go on, just leave and close the door behind you. Gah. Someone, Gabriel, saying 1 Rari or 2 Lambos. I always say this to people. I'm more of a Tesla person, because a Tesla, you know, can get you from A to B, and then you can still, you know, monitor your crypto balance and play, you know, games on the dashboard and things like that. And of course it has a ludicrous mode. I mean, it's a win-win-win for me with a Tesla. So yeah, and I mean, Mario, I feel you happy. Yeah, and I mean, I feel all of you guys, and this is why it's been vital, I believe, in these past few days to come on and do a live stream, because these announcements are just so heavy and they're so hard hitting that You know, you need someone there to kind of keep you not so much grounded, but ensure you're not losing your minds and not understanding what is going on the broader scale of things. And 100% Vegas will be talking to them about this. I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever in the slightest that he's speaking to them about this right now and saying, look, we really need to get it on buy and sell orders. And Vegas isn't one of these guys that is, not that he doesn't take no for an answer, but he's so smart. He knows how to speak to people. He's a really good people person. He's really polite. He's really to the point, and he really understands what he's going on about. And it's always good to know that we're in safe hands. And it's kind of like the way you folks trust me and trust Vegas. And we've been here from the beginning. Like, we didn't get involved with this because it was cool, because it was hip. Like, we got involved with it when people were telling us, I was getting death threats at the beginning of starting these channels from people that had obviously lost a lot of money. They were very angry and they were just saying, let it die. This has affected a lot of people and stuff like that. And I really do get it. And every day I say a prayer for all of these people in the hope that, we can restore this blockchain. We can bring it back and put it back to what it originally was and get us back to that order of everything. So it looks like those dips have been bought. They're getting currently bought out. I'm going to grab a drink from my fridge, folks. Hang in there. Don't leave. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh, sorry, that was a bit loud. I had the microphone a little bit close then. So yeah, one thing I have noticed is talking a lot does make your throat pretty dry. And as a lot of you know, I had an operation on my throat when I first started doing YouTube videos. And I think my voice has got better over time, but sometimes it gets a little bit raspy, so to speak. Binance already said they would, but it had to be on chain first. Yeah, and I mean, they've said a lot of things. And the fact that we are just getting a burn only on deposits and withdrawals is a really good thing in my opinion. And this may just be my own opinion, but our foot is in the door. Throw some penguins down in the comment section if you agree that our foot is now in the door and we have the possibility of pushing this further and further and further, like we have been. Like, why is this a problem? I don't understand why this has become, well, I do understand why it's become a problem, but it doesn't need to be a problem. It needs to be just a hurdle. We get over it. And, like I said in the video, it's all about helping the penguin behind and the penguin in front, huddling, ensuring you're all informed, letting the person know in front, the person in front of them know, and keeping everybody in the circle. It's one of those, I see a lot of penguins going down. The person, Jesus, Happy, your throat as well had surgery. Yeah, I did. And I had like 18 stitches in like the back of my throat. It was horrible. But yeah, my back conqueror, it's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. Yeah, it is hanging in there. And yeah, people do want to have a 1 million X overnight. Who wouldn't want to have a million X overnight, right? But yeah, baby steps. And like I'm saying with the rewards, yeah, your reward ratio is going down, but at the same time, the price has been going up, and it's been going up monumentally. I mean, look at this run. If I get it from its proper swing low, which is here, you're talking 735, because it's nearly a 7x to the pinnacle. And then we're currently sat at what? A 6x, just over a 6x. That's not... Oh, press the microphone, mute. And that's not to be sneezed at, and it's not to be taken lightly. Like, anyone who bought back at August 9th, right, is now times their investment by 6. And if they caught it, say they caught it right at the top and thought, I'm going to sell right at the top. They just made a 7x. So say they put £100 down back on August 9th. Their £100 now worth around 700 £135, right? So then if they pay their like taxes or whatever off of it, they're probably left with around £550. And yeah, it's really good. Thank you so much for that donation, Nino. I took a spreadsheet and did a calculation on the last 7 days transaction volume on Terra Station. When the burn tax will burn 38 billions in a week, so to burn everything would take 173 weeks, so about 3.6 years. And I mean, even that's really good. My exit plan's between 3 and 5 years, and my exit plan is pretty much to my first sale, when I first take profits, right? I'm going to take likely 60% profit, and I'm going to leave the last 40% to run. I'll leave that to run because I'll be more than happy at wherever we've got to at that point to take those gains, be happy with it, pay my taxes on it, and, you know, let bygones be bygones, so to speak, continue to support the chain with our validators node and stuff like that. And like, I'm really excited. I know about a project that's starting, is going to be entwined in with their node they're creating, and it's a play to earn game. It's all built into the system with pretty much Luna Classic being the coin only used as the only token used. Sorry, I need to stop calling it a token. What's wrong with me? The coin, they're only going to use Luna Classic as the coin in game. So really good. And like I showed you folks, Luna Burning Nights yesterday, like that is a project that just gives and gives to the blockchain. And on top of that, they burn their, like normally when you buy an NFT, so if you buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, 10% likely will get sent to the BAYC treasury, because that's where the creator royalties go for. And every time an NFT of theirs is sold on, they get 10% of the sale. That 10% for Luna Burning Nights will forever go to burning. So it just goes to show that on top of bringing a utility to the blockchain and bringing a game to the blockchain and building on the blockchain, it's, you know, this is what we want. And I've heard Lunkdao say about this many times about bringing utility to the chain. If you can create a use case for Luna Classic, you're creating utility, and utility equals use case equals volume reflects price movement. And it's as simple as that. If the volume starts to dwindle and diminish, you'll start to lose price. And we all know this from where we've been originally. And compared to where we was to where we are now, it's absolutely amazing. I never would have thought that buying 4.6 million when I did, you know, was, I always sat there, and I always do the same thing. I only invest what I'm willing to lose. And in my brain, I'd said goodbye to that money. So then when this happened, in my own head, I was so happy, and I'm still so happy now with the amount of gains that I've made, because it's all about the little things, in my opinion. You know, you got to take these little wins where you can get them. And, you know, we should make a rule book, and rule number 1 needs to be, you know, enjoy the little things. You know, take it in, breathe, smell it, understand it, you know, think about where we were, where we was, where we had been, how we have been, and how strong we've had to be to get to where we are. And it's, yeah. HCC creating a utility needs USTC repegging. Yes, and I solely believe that the repeg needs to happen. And then to maintain that peg, we should just use Luna Classic and Luna 2, and then create the bridge swapping, you know, like the trading pairs. So then you can do swapping of Luna for Luna 2, or Luna Classic for Luna, or Luna for Luna Classic kind of thing, and try and integrate the systems together, and then both of them act as, you know, the way to maintain the peg, the maintainer of the peg. But there's so many different ideas I've seen ideas that are similar to that. I've seen ideas of minting more coins, which are absolutely horrifying to hear. I've seen so many different kind of ways to repeg. So I solely believe V23 and V24 will be directed towards that, and just fixing loads of like little things. And I'm really pushing on getting the Terra shuttle restored and put back into play, because the Ethereum blockchain itself, oh Mario, you don't need to donate anything, so don't worry about knowing how to donate, buddy. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it, but please don't. It's crucial that the blockchains, in my opinion, they intertwine, that we make use of what we have already, and trying to stick together is better than us all going lone wolf. And we already know this from all of us working together. So why not combine the Lunar Classic community with the Lunar community and work back to back, you know, provide that safety barrier for USTC to be repegged, because repegging it doesn't seem like too much of an issue if you do the correct things. It's maintaining the peg, and it's as simple as that. And that's what the issues always is with these kind of stable coins, or especially algorithmic ones. They're so vulnerable to attacks if they're not built correctly, and we already know this to be the thing. Just going to mute my mic because I have to shake this drink, but I can't tell you what it is because people will think I'm advertising it. So give me a sec. $1 is an illusion, dude. Well, it is and it isn't. Okay, this is the whole point of burning coins, right? Is because the simple fact we're restricted by our market cap, and that's why I'm doing it. It's not drinking tea today. Then no, my doctor moaned at me for drinking lots of teas, really bad apparently for my back, because it's healing and stuff can get, I don't know, apparently I can't eat grapes, there's loads of weird things I can't eat. And then yeah, is Catty a millionaire? Pfft, I wish, I so wish, that would be great. Someone asked me if I did become a millionaire from Lunar Classic, would I stop doing what I'm doing now? And I said to them, no, I wouldn't. In fact, I would probably donate half to one of my local catteries to help them with the issue of all these cats that don't have homes, and dogs too, but you know me, big cat guy. And yeah, it's just the person who I am. I love dogs, I'm a dog person as well, but I know Happy's a weird one. I found her on an island. So yeah, Twitter was pretty lit today, and I got up, Red Nest, what's up with your back? Oh, I broke it on my boat. Another boat hit me directly. They pretty much was going so fast, they went over the top of my boat, hit me, dragged me like towards the back of my boat, and then their propeller pretty much churned up like the bottom of my back and then flinged me into the water. I ended up with like 3 broken, like, I think they're discs. 3 broken discs in my back, so I can't walk properly or anything. I know a lot of people don't know this because, you know, you jump in and out of the content and stuff, and I don't talk about it a lot because I think it irritates people and it annoys people that I talk about myself sometimes, so I tend to just not talk about it. But yeah, I'm getting on with it and stuff like that. When will be the face reveal? And I can tell you the God's honest truth, probably never, because of my family, because of my son. You know, I've got my own personal life, and my face is irrelevant because I am who I am, and my actions speak way louder than anything I could ever say to you folks. It's all about you know, being a man of your word and doing what you say you're gonna do. And you know, the node is so close, like I have a counter, I have about 6 screens set up now, and one screen has this counter dedicated to it to keep me on point, to keep me where my head needs to be, to remember, you know, greater things are coming. Like after the burn tax gets implemented, the next thing for me, in my opinion, is new validators coming on board. The more validators we have on this blockchain, the safer we're going to be. And it's as simple as that. If the vote power is spread out very well across all of the validators, we'll have more security. Okay, and it's all about security. More validators, more security, more voting power spread out, the more secure our blockchain becomes instantly. So it's as simple as that. Oh, are we moving? Are we, folks? We are trying to move. So I've said this many of times, like these kind of dips when a coin's as hot as this one, there's always someone ready to buy your bag out from underneath you. And I've had a few people saying to me today, like, oh, I sold, you know, best of luck to you and you're going to get wrecked. And it's like, you know, I'm in this for the long run, dude. They're trying to FUD me. I'm unfuddable. And it's like this thing. Probably at least 3 times a day now I'll get contacted by all these different kind of games, coins. I mean, XYO's messaged me 3 times this week trying to get me to shill their coin. And it's just like, we're unbuyable. We report what the community is doing, you know, what projects are actually there for the community, are providing utility, and like, I'm just showing you it. I'm trying to make you see and understand that there's this great blockchain and we can do so much good stuff out there. And hey, Happy, did you see that respected YouTuber Cryptos Are Us today? He absolutely bashed Link on the project. Yeah, and I mean, loads of people do. There's so many people who have bashed this from the top to the bottom, and it's sad to see that this has happened. And realistically, what I say to people like that, and I never even like stoop down to their level. It's not. See, look, Ruben NG, I just sold 500k Lunk because of that announcement. I'm sad. And this is the issue, right? Do you guys remember what I've always said from the beginning? And I should say it more. Don't trade on emotion. Wait for some consistent facts. Go look for the facts. Go figure out exactly, like, there's so many. Jay, what will the commission rate of HCC? 6. I think it'll either be 5. No, it's between 4 and 6% is going to be. I think they're going to start it at 4% for you folks to make sure you're getting good rewards and stuff like that. So yeah, but there's always someone waiting to buy your bag. So as soon as that guy sold his 500k, someone would have bought, you know, 500 million probably, or something like that, because now someone might be looking for a good entry level to ride this all the way up. And the people saying this is bullish, and in my opinion, yeah, it is bullish, because it's 2 on-chain, off-chain burn. I don't really know the word for it. Executions, pretty much, of the 3568 burn tax, and just getting them in these extra little places is going to help. There's a lot of withdrawals and deposits made from Binance each day, and it's interesting. So now what I'm going to be monitoring is what the hot wallet, the original hot wallet, is going to start doing now, and what the new hot wallet does. So if this just sort of stays like this and remains there and doesn't actually go up or down anymore, and if we start seeing all of the movement here, like, could this possibly now be them splitting coins apart? Or, you know, you just don't know, because they've never addressed it and it becomes a big issue. This screen's so bright, isn't it? Going back to the price of Luna Classic, I have about 40 tabs open that you can't like see because the bar's hidden. Absolutely insane amount of tabs sometimes to click through. Sometimes I'm clicking through them in a video and then I have to start the video again, because I've ended up sitting there clicking through for like a minute trying to find the correct tab I was talking about. You probably can't hear the thunder because I've got the windows pulled too now, but it's really thunder in here today in the UK. So HCC, we won. I love you, Jay, and I love all of you so much. Like, if you bought a bag all the way at the beginning because you believed in what we believed in, kudos to you. You know, my hat is off to you, because you went out on a whim, you did your own due diligence, you done your own research, and you done what you needed to do to position yourself. And, you know, CZ Binance does say it best: if you can't learn to hodl, you're probably likely never going to make really monumental gains in the crypto space, because, you know, it goes through cycles, it goes through these bull runs, and it's not always, you know, roses and lilacs. It's sometimes there are some problems and issues. And it's like I said, it's all about adapting, overcoming, and then moving forward. And it's as simple as that. You can really see this dip getting bought out right now. I'm on a 30-minute candle by the way, folks. And Crypto Dream, welcome to the membership program. I really appreciate you joining and becoming a huddler. And anyone, like I said, that's huddled with us from the beginning, I always will stick by that analogy of huddling as a big group of penguins, because penguins do this to conserve heat. They do it to survive. It's a survival instinct, and they've learned to do it through years and years of evolution and ancestry, and they all huddle together and they stay warm, they rotate, and basically no one penguin is ever cold. Like, each one gets a chance to gain some warmth and, in my opinion, gain knowledge. And you know, when you're in the huddle and when you're in like our Telegram group and stuff like that, we have so many people in there that will just help educate you instead of going, you know, you're a moron. Or there's so many people in there willing to help. And you know, we built such, like, my first Telegram group became very, very toxic, where, you know, we just kept like trying to grow really quickly. And it's not about growing quickly, it's about growing organically. And I always believe this. And we have such a good Telegram group. I really do have high ratings for the Telegram group, because it kind of like admins itself and stuff. Really good. Did you notice Binance staked 2.5 into a staking wallet? Well, no, they didn't put it into a staking wallet. You can actually go down and see their delegations, by the way, folks. And this was delegated last year in November 2021. Nino, welcome to the Loyalist program. Thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you folks supporting me on that. There is a special little video when you join where you kind of get to know me a little bit better. But yeah, a lot of people keep asking me to see my face, and it's just, I made promises to my son's mother when I started doing this that I would never ever show my face. And you know, I don't take my promises lightly, especially not to my son's mother. And you know, my son lives in Spain and stuff like that, so it's all one of those ones I have to be very careful. And you know, family comes first and stuff like that. And you know, I need to be able to have that privacy kind of thing. And yeah, who knows, you may meet me in public one day. One person has met me just before I broke my back. They met me in one of my local shops and they tapped me on the shoulder, because I've got a lot of people don't know this, but I actually have the logo tattooed on the back of my leg. I got it done when we got monetized. And Trev, huge congratulations to you again. I just wanted to shout you out on that again, Trev. Huge congratulations on getting monetized and stuff like that. Let's get back to the price of Luna Classic. It is still moving, folks. Really, really good. We've got 8 minutes left of this stream. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just need me to share my knowledge, hip hop alive, and that's exactly it. I'm just here to help you folks, and what I do is in the trust and transparency I provide to you folks. Like, I'm never ever going to sell out, and I'll always stand by that. I will always be the YouTuber that never sells out, unbuyable, unswayable. And I'm learning every day to become more neutral and look at things from the most neutral perspective I can. Don't allow any emotion to take over. Don't allow myself to get angry, and you know, allow my judgment to be clouded and all those kind of things like that. And it's, you know, it's HC when we're hits. Dollar, I want to get the tattoo. Also, is that cool? Yeah, totally cool, John. And I had a few people like, if I become a millionaire, I'll get it tattooed on me. Funny. But yeah, honestly, it's totally cool. If you want to do it, do it. Sorry about the shaking noise, folks. I didn't want to mute the mic that time because I was talking. So as to this, what you really want to see now is a nice little consolidation period, like here, possibly up until the burn tax lands, goes into effect, and then start moving upwards. And honestly, I'm not one of these people that believe the burn tax is going to get killed from the volume's not going to get killed by the burn tax volume, if that makes sense. I think I'm muddling my words up. I just don't think the volume's going to take that much of a serious hit. And, you know, lots of stuff still has to happen on chain. It's as simple as that. So a lot of things are just going to be like, you'll have no choice. It's going to be part of the fee system. But like people are saying, you know, it's going to be really a lot of like fees. And I just see it as kind of like this gas fee. And Ethereum itself has crazy high gas fees. I mean, if you want to move Shiba Inu, it costs you so much money to send it to the Shiba swap or whatever it is, to bury it for bone or leash or whatever you do with it, to stake it in their little weird ways that they say it. It costs you a lot, you know. There's gas fees in quite a lot of coins, and this burn tax should be seen as just a gas fee that we're going to have to pay for a little while. It's not going to be forever, and eventually it won't even be there. And it's all for the greater good. Like, so me personally, I will always be sending my coins to burn by sending them, if I get them on a CEX, of course, to the Terra Station, and then sending them to burn, because I will want to help the utility, I will want to help the volume, and I want to help the burn tax. So me personally, I'm not going to be trying to avoid it, and it's as simple as that. Andy Shepherd, the proposal is up, and it looks like, folks, it is what more of a perfect time to go live. I'm just going to grab a drink from the fridge. I'm going to grab the link to this now. I'm going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to let you folks look at it quickly. I'm going to pin it, and I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Huge, huge, huge news, in my opinion. This is it now. So now we have a solid block, which we can confirm that we're going to land on. I'll back in a second, folks. I'm back. Welcome back. So this is really good. I am going to cast my vote right now. Can I do it on here? They fixed it yet? I incur the fee. I'm going to vote yes. See if it works on here. I think the issue is at the moment it doesn't register the system correctly. So let's see. No. So I'm going to have to vote on my phone. Folks, I would either say vote on the application that you can download on the computer, or go on your phone, application, tap more, go to governance, tap, you're going to need to tap show all, and then you're going to need to vote. I'm going to vote yes for obvious reasons. This is amazing. I knew it was coming at some point this week beforehand, because I'd been told by different people that it was coming this week beforehand. So, yeah. Okay, folks, I just voted yes on the proposal. So, hopefully all of the validators jump on board, and we really just, this one just goes swimmingly. I can't see why it wouldn't, if that makes sense. Like, I just can't see why they wouldn't vote for this to actually happen now. So let me get back to the governance proposal. Remember, folks, you need to tap show all. If you're new to Terra Station, you don't have a wallet, check out our Lunk Basics playlist. It will teach you how to create everything you need and everything you need to know about sending coins and stuff like that. Really basic stuff. So, like I said, I just voted yes. So you need to change your network to Classic. If it's not on Classic already, you're probably on the main net if you've just created a wallet. So this is really, really, really good news. I'm actually going to be putting a tweet out right now on Twitter, because firstly, I need to get a chair that's not squeaky. I think that would be a really good idea. I bought this chair to get not have like such a squeaky noise all the time, so I have to try and be as perfectly still as possible. Sorry about that. Oh dearie me, this is really good. And Trev, I'm glad you're here for this as well, and we're going to be going live on the day when this actually all executes and everything like that. We'll be going live, you know, for every kind of step along the way of this. I think it's really important that someone not so much walks you through it, but it's just kind of there to talk to you about what's actually going on, the inner workings and things like that, and why these things are happening. And yeah, of course, what Binance done is a little bit sneaky, but at the same time, we do have, you know, 2 off-chain CEXs that are going to apply a burn tax to the withdrawals and deposits, and we can't have our cake and eat it too, I think is the best expression. So, I've got to make this tweet quickly, folks. I'm going to go silent for a second or two. There you go, my tweet sent. Save me from keep looking at my phone, looking at the screen, looking at my phone, looking at the screen. So I hope you folks have voted. I think you can vote like up to 10 times, I think. But, you know, it's going to be really easy for something like this to pass now because you're always able to vote yourselves. So the pass threshold's 50%, quorum's 40. I have no doubt we're going to get there pretty quick. And as you can see here, we've got the changes for the tax policy, setting the rate to 1.2%. And I know that says 0 point thingy, but it is set to exactly what it should be. I think they have to do it in the nom amounts, which is like U Luna. So it may look like it's a lower tax, but it's not. It does translate over to 1.2%. So it's really important you folks understand that that is what the rate is supposed to be. Don't freak out because you can see 0.012. Okay. This is not something you need to freak out about. It is exactly what it should be. So like I said, I'm going to be having a call with Vegas later on this evening and pretty much going to talk to him. I'll probably do a video with him as well, speaking about exactly why Binance and KuCoin are doing what they're doing and sort of, yeah. And look, loads of people are voting 10 times. Throw some penguins down. Tap that little like button, folks. It really does help the algorithm and stuff like that. But throw some penguins down if you have voted. Shall I put a poll up? Let's get a poll going. Why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, I'm all in caps. Someone asked me today, how come it's taken them like 2 years to find me? And I said, because I'm less than 4 months old. And they said, no, you're not. You've been around for ages. Someone else told me you have. I said, no, 4 months. Oh, liked and retweeted. Thank you so much. That really does help me as well on Twitter, because it's really hard to gain more reach the higher you get, in my opinion. Because I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It's really peculiar in itself. So yeah, I need to get a bigger drinking bottle. I keep drinking these so quick. I'm drinking, I can't tell you. It's a secret. But yeah, they're actually really good. And I was drinking a lot of Red Bulls too, because I'm taking so much medication. A lot of the time it's, you know, you take a toll for it and you become very sleepy or very drowsy all of a sudden. So yeah, it's not the best. Breaking your back, you need really strong painkillers. One of those being morphine. So yes. What do you folks think about this now? Seeing as in this is up, KuCoin making their announcement, Binance making their announcement, surely the price has to move upwards. And what can we see? Hopefully coming out of this dip, moving upwards or just tracking sideways a little bit. And yeah, if you don't know how to vote, there is a video, I'm sure, in the Lunk Basics playlist. If not, I'm going to add it to it. I just need to find it on YouTube pretty much to add it to the playlist. But there is a complete tutorial guide on how to vote and everything like that in between. So let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm sure I did. I think I've done like 2 videos on this as well. Sure I have. Search how to vote. Step-by-step guide on how to vote. Here we go. So let me grab this. Oh, god-awful kind of microphone then. I think that was when I was using my original microphone as well, which is just my headset one. But here's a video on how to vote. I've just put it up in the chat if you folks need, you know, I'm not saying you don't know how to vote, but if you need to know how to vote, that video there teaches you exactly how to vote. I'm going to add it to the Lunk Basics playlist as well. I think that's quite important. No, don't add it to the queue. Close the player. Wait, save to playlist. There we go. So we'll get that in there as well. Awesome. All done. Absolutely amazing. It was good timing really that I was live and it went up exactly, you know, when I was live. And I think an announcement's gone out as well. Yeah, be aware. After months of hard work, the entire huge shout out to the parameter change proposal has been officially submitted. Looking really, really good. Lots of hype going around in the Terra Rebels Discord as well. Anybody can join that, by the way. And yeah, thanks DJ Trevor. Really appreciate that. Retweet and like. I do really appreciate it. And let me know when your next live stream is, Trev. I'm also holding a live stream next week. I need to send you the invite to it. It's Wednesday, folks, at 8 PM UTC. We're going to have as many Terra Rebels members on for you as we can get. I've got Vegas confirmed, Ed confirmed. I think Zardar's going to confirm shortly. Looking to get Shinobi on the head of marketing, all of those people, Marventus, Faffy. Just going to try get them all on. Hopefully Clan Mudhorn too, who plays a big role in pretty much keeping the Discord together, especially when they got hacked. Huge shout out to him for reacting to that so fast, getting it all brought back online. And, you know, he's helped me out create my own Discord. So, like I said, really good AMA coming up next week on Wednesday, 8 PM UTC. I'll create the live thing and I'll get it shared out for you folks probably later on this evening or tomorrow. Will the staked Binance coins be removed from the circulating supply? They haven't staked any. This is the issue, folks. Okay, they haven't actually staked any. So they've got coins staked to this Binance staking node, which is strange, right? Because when I run a check on this actual node, run the website checks and stuff like that, it comes back to a IP address in Manchester, which is really peculiar to see that. But that it's strange to see that Binance have actually last year in November 2021, on the 23rd of November to be precise, they delegated coins to this Binance staking node. So this could mean that this is Binance's staking node, but the coins they moved to this wallet didn't go to stake. Okay, they just got moved to this wallet, and it's as simple as that. So this is the new wallet here. I'll drop the wallet address in the chat for you folks, so you've got it. Andy Shepherd, not even whitelisted yet. Yeah, it takes, I think, a couple of hours to get it whitelisted, Andy. It doesn't happen instantly, but hang in there. Look how many votes there are already, folks. Oh, my sweet Mary Joseph. That's gone up so fast. Wow. Me. Wow. This is really good. Oh, honestly, it's so nice to see this actually up. You know, we've worked so hard as a community to get to where we are now, and you know, I was supposed to end this stream after an hour. It's gone past 10 minutes, but I'm going to keep it going for about 5-10 more minutes. But folks, make sure you do go and vote, and you know, have your say. It counts. You can already see that you guys voting is making a difference. Look, already at 13.73%. It's going to pass within like 6 hours. Look, I may as well just stay live. Just need to go get a cup of tea and put some waiting music on for you folks, so I can just get myself a nice drink quickly. But wow, honestly, 13.73% already. That is insane. I think that deserves a tweet already. What do you think? That's insane. 14.43% already. I honestly am in shock. This is going so fast. What do you reckon, guys? Let me know in the comment section. Do you reckon this one's going to be done by the end of today? Oh, wow. We are one very strong community, in my opinion. One of the strongest in the crypto space. It's 14.47. Keep voting, folks. I just voted like 9 times myself. Oh, my sweet. Okay, folks, enjoy the music for like 5-10 minutes at most, and enjoy the price. I'll leave it up for you, and I will be back very, very shortly.
Listeners like you. Yesterday. By listeners like you. Yesterday. By listeners like you. Yesterday. Our revenge is made possible by listeners like you. By listeners like you.
I'm back. I am back. I made a cup of tea. I am here with you, and we're going to keep kind of watching the proposal unfold. I was watching it on my phone whilst I was making a tea. That's how eager I am. So realistically, if we've moved this far within a matter of 420 viewers, go on, lad. So with the ratings moving out at the moment, it really looks like we're going to reach quorum and probably pass probably within 24 to 48 hours at most, which is insane. I can't believe this is going this fast. It's really good, and it ends in 7 days. I wish you could set the proposal time links, but I don't think that you can, as far as I'm aware. No, you don't. I think it sets them automatically at 7 days. So I wonder if there's an Agora text with this. Did I even check? Did I jump the gun? Yeah, we've got an Agora text to go through. You okay? Come on then. Come on then. Come say hello then. Coming up. You okay? Sorry, folks. Cat was screaming at me there. So this proposal initiates the tax for all on-chain transactions as first described in Proposal 3568 for the 1.2% burn and Proposal 4159 distribution of V22. Taxes will be charged and burned for on-chain activities such as sending between wallets and smart contracts that interact with the chain. This parameter change cannot enforce taxes on off-chain activity like trading on CXs. However, depending on the mechanisms that these trading exchanges use, such as moving from hot to cold wallets, that activity can and will be taxed and burned. There are many implications to this tax, both technically and economically. We would like the community to be fully aware of the pros and cons before deciding to move forward. So, the technical description. In accordance with Terra governance, this proposal is being created to change the tax parameter for its current value from 0 to 0.012, which equals 1.2%, like I was saying to you folks. The tax would be applied to all currency denominations currently available on-chain, including Luna and UST. So this means all of those other little coins that you're getting will also be burnt. So you might see the prices of all of those rise at some point in the future. The proposal will set the treasury minimum, the rate minimum and rate max parameters to 0.012 to set the effective tax rate to 1.2%. The tax will be clamped to exactly this number to cap, and the cap on total tax allowed in USDR units will be set to, I'm not going to try reading that number, approximately 10 million US dollars. There is no such thing as an unlimited cap. And so this number would cover the necessary taxes for the entire market cap of LUNC transacted in a single transaction. Furthermore, the change rate max will be set to 0.0, preventing the tax rate from changing over epochs, approximately a week or 7.7 days of the blockchain. The rewards policy rate min and rate max will be set to 1.0 with the change rate max set to 0.0. The reward policy specifies how much of this should be burned and how much should be distributed. 1.0 or 100% indicates that all newly minted Luna should be immediately be burned and not distributed. So that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So transactions affected by the tax: message send, message multi-send, message execute, message swap send, message initiate contract, message execute contract. So for example, here we describe several TXs to and from wallets. Binance to Binance off-chain, no tax unless this internally forces them to move cold to hot wallet. On-chain to Binance is taxed. On-chain to other CEX is taxed. Binance to on-chain is taxed. Other CEX to on-chain is taxed. On-chain to on-chain, this is a message send, taxed. Delegate to validators, not taxed. Undelegate from validators, not taxed. Withdrawing your rewards from a validator is not taxed. Votes on governance proposals are not taxed. Propose new governance, not taxed, which is the amount you need to pay to propose a proposal. Swapping from LUNC to UST, currently disabled but not taxed. Other taxes may apply. Note that transactions related to governance, staking, and swaps without sending to a different wallet are not taxed via this mechanism, i.e. message swap, message withdrawal, delegation reward, message delegate, etc. Delegating to validators and withdrawing delegation rewards are not taxable events. Swapping from UST UST to LUNC and vice versa are not taxable by this mechanism. There is a different swap tax. Implications of taxation on LUNC. Pros: proof of a community-driven governance realized on-chain, deflationary pressure on both LUNC and UST, potential short-term catalyst in attracting new retail investors. CEXs will not consider a burn off-chain until enacted on-chain. Cons: taxes are potentially detrimental to long-term economic activity and utility on-chain. Existing DApps that do not account for taxes will be unsupported. No guarantee that CEXs will burn off-chain. We already know that obviously 2 of them are going to be burning withdrawals and deposits. Tax may push remaining liquidity off-chain to CEXs that do not tax. Potential deterrent in attracting new VC fund investors. Now, a few of those, but I get it. We do need to cover all bases, but my sole belief is this could attract a lot of people into understanding that we actually are fixing it and we're doing what we're saying we're going to do. And I believe the economic factor itself is going to play a big role. So yeah, so status of Terra Station wallet. The official Terra Station browser app does not support the tax. This means transactions that require taxes will fail with too few fees. Terra Rebels have coded the necessary changes to the wallets, website, and apps, and will issue pull requests to Terra Money GIT Hub. The path of least resistance would be if TFL accepted and merged these changes. And the likelihood they are going to, because from what I saw in the GIT Hub, like I told you at the start of this stream, is that they said they would need the parameter change proposal to be up to do the merge and stuff like that. And it's likely the second it passes, they'll obviously merge the code base or before. So in the event that TFL does not accept these changes to the official wallet, Terra Rebels is prepared to offer an unofficial website, desktop app, and mobile app to enable these changes. The application store verification process takes an undetermined amount of time. It is not known if the mobile application will be ready in time for the tax change, but the desktop and website will be. Now, before we move forward, now what we do know is TFL have merged everything so far. So why would they stop now at this burn tax? It makes no sense, as it doesn't affect their network whatsoever. And like they said on the GIT Hub, they stated, you know, we need to see the proposal up. We need to see that it's going to pass for us to merge. And the likelihood, the second it probably goes past quorum and past, they're likely they'll probably merge. We hope they'll merge. They've surprised us many times before. Hopefully they'll surprise us again and continue to merge what we need merging. So, status of critical DApps. Pros: TerraSwap and Astroport have committed to supporting the tax. All restaking apps should work as expected. Delegation does not incur a tax. So delegating your coins, you won't pay a tax on them, okay, folks? Cons: status of NFTs are unknown. And this is a big worry for me because they need to make sure they're covering all bases. And I know in V23 addresses this. I'm sure they mentioned it before. With V23 that it would address this before. So timeline is as proposed below. This proposal is open for discussion. We submitted after discussions are complete. The timing is contingent upon TFL support. An epoch must pass for the tax rate to be enacted. Each epoch lasts 180,000 blocks. Thus, the potential epoch target is either 93, block height 9374400, approximately September 13th. But this now would change. Yeah, so this all moves forward now to, well, we'll get it up. We'll get the timer up. I'll put a tweet out and I'll let you guys know exactly the block and everything. So I don't want to say a date and a block and a time to you now. I want to ensure that I get it dead correct with my website developer. So if you're not using LUNC Penguins, folks, do make use of it. You know, it's there for you to use. We built it for you, folks. We consistently add to it as much as we can and get as much as jammed into it as we can. You've got so many things to utilize here on the left hand side. Even, you know, Binance hot wallet chart, you can clearly see this drop, you know, all the way down to 13 billion, as you can see, but it's lower than that now. So like I said, take the Binance burning announcement and the KuCoin burning announcement as a win. It's as simple as that, folks. And, you know, I can't stress it enough. Each one of these little wins gets us closer to getting our overall big win. And we just need to keep taking the wins as and when we can get them and find them and stuff like that. So, folks, don't vote using the Terra Station website thing. Okay, I showed you that it doesn't work. Use your mobile app. Honestly, don't mess around with the desktop buying, sending, selling or anything like that on there. Just use the app on your phone. It's yeah, validators can vote. They can actually use your delegated amounts of coins to vote. So that's why it's always important to remember who you stake with, because a lot of these validators kind of hindered and heeded the process, and a lot of them pushed it along. So always important to do that. Folks, if you haven't tapped the like button, give it a little tap on the way out. I'm going to end this now because I've got a lot of things to do. I've got so many people calling me right now that need to speak to me, and it's been a really, really good stream. I've really enjoyed this one again, and I appreciate you all turning up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Like I said, tap that notifications bell on the way out as well if you want to stay informed and get updated and everything like that. And just beware of scammers and stuff like that, folks. I will catch you in the next one. And like I always say,